I made $197,000 in 11 days trading the Forex markets. I know. It sounds crazy, it sounds unrealistic. In fact, it sounds like the typical hook a guru would use to lure you into some BS nonsense course. I know. So I don't want to tell you guys that I've made $197,000 without showing you proof. Here's my TradeZilla live journal. Let me refresh this page so you can see this is all legit. Okay, and let's adjust the dates. You can see from the 15th of July to the 29th of July. From the 15th to the 29th. Why? Because that is all of the trading days. Okay, and you can see Monday, Tuesday, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekend break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekend break. 1. In 11 days, I've made $197,000 with just a 30% win rate. Okay, daily win, great stuff. Okay, take a look at my average win versus loss trade. My average loss is around 3.7k, whereas my average win is 15.4k. This is my reality. I cannot shy away from it, guys. And what's my reality, guys? My reality is that I'm actually making money in these Forex markets. Of course, I have a course. If I have knowledge of such, I'm going to teach it, and people are going to pay me for teaching them. My reality is I have a skill that allows me to make life-changing money in these markets. So if I have this skill, I'm not going to gatekeep it, of course. And this is why I've decided to go ahead and make this video to compile what I believe it is the necessary skills a trader should come with to be able to make life-changing money in the market. So in this video, I'll be going over what I believe it takes to see those sort of figures in the Forex market, because let's be honest, the Forex market is that which you see a bunch of traders online saying this is how I caught a 1 to 5, this is how I made 2% on my valuation, this is how I made 6% on my funded account, so on and so forth. You never really see traders make ridiculous amounts of money and post about it online, okay? And the only traders that come to mind when I think of people that make big figures is Q Banks, Lambo Raul, FX Alex, Umar Ashraf. These are the only sort of names when I think big figures, whenever I see them floating in profit or whenever I see their closed positions. These are the only names that come to mind when I think big figures in trades, right? And it's sad, and we have to put an end to that, guys, because a lot of you guys are byproducts of us mentors, but you're not byproducts of the kind of profits that we make, okay? And learning a strategy is all well, it's all good, but you have to understand, guys, in order to make life-changing money, it's nothing that you have to change within strategy itself. It's more so it's an innate feeling within yourself that literally makes you jump from making $2,500 on a trade to making $25,000 on a trade. And this is what I've compiled. These next few points that I'm about to make are my opinion. Of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but the next few pointers I'm about to share with you is what I genuinely believe is going to be what will bring you from being an average trader making average profits to being a trader who actually makes life-changing money in these markets. Pay attention. Number 1, loyalty to an actual strategy. I can't stress this enough, guys. A lot of you guys, what you would do is you would Discord hop. You will Discord hop. You will jump from this guy's mentorship to this guy's mentorship to that guy's mentorship, and then you will come back to your point of origin. I've got a handful of students that I know, I've seen, and they've told me as well that have gone around X, Y, and Z, and they've come back into my Discord saying I should have never left in the first place. This is crazy, the stuff you're teaching here, so on and so forth. Even though what I teach is not rocket science, guys. It's actually not rocket science, but this is a prime example. This is a prime example of why person A, who is locked in, who is dedicated to a strategy, who is dedicated to a certain methodology for 1 year or 2 years, will always outperform the person who is strategy hopping for 1 year or 2 years. Why? Because this is all they know. This is all they know. This is their bread and butter, right? So person A will always flourish more. So the first pointer I can give you guys is be loyal to your actual strategy. And what is a strategy? A strategy isn't just clicking buy and sell, or seeing a double top, or seeing a double bottom, or seeing support, or seeing resistance. No, a strategy, the word strategy is everything combined. It's everything combined. It is strategy, knowing your execution times, knowing what times you enter the market, knowing how you manage your profits, knowing how to take profits, knowing the conditions of the market, knowing, am I going to trade today or am I going to sit on my hands and stay away? Because a strategy isn't just technical analysis. I will go as far to say psychology is actually a part of your strategy. Let's say you've made $10,000 today. And now in the next few trades, you say to yourself, yeah, I've made 10K today. I'm good, man. Let me risk 5K on my next trade. And you lose that trade. And now you are back to 5K profit. And now you cannot handle internally the fact that you were once up 10K and now you only have 5K left. So now what do? You go and risk more to now make that 10K back, and now you've lost it all. So I would go on to say psychology is part of your strategy. Of course it is, okay? Your personal daily loss rules. Also, when you are up in profit on your account, how much are you now going to risk? Are you still going to stick to 0.5%, or are you going to up it to 1%, so on and so forth? It's about your appetite. Number 2, not deviating from your strategy. If you have been put on this path to walk and tread this path carefully in a straight line without going left, without going right, and you now decide to go left or right, don't be surprised why you are going to be on this Ferris wheel of unprofitability for the next 3-4 years. It's inevitable. You are not going to make money in these markets. You will see blue. You will have closed positions. But what does making money in these markets mean? Making money in these markets mean that you come out profitable. Not you come out with blue closed history. No. You come out profitable. So don't deviate from your strategy. I have a problem with you academic people, you people that have had the best grades growing up, you people that have graduated with the best bachelor's degree, so on and so forth. I have a problem with you guys that now come into trading and think trading is so systemized to the point where you say to yourself, I'm waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to occur, so then I can 100% be accurate about my trade. Bro, this is not Yale. This is not UCLA. This is Forex. Okay, this is Forex, guys. This is the Forex market. Stop trying to be so systemized and using your academic organization skills that got you through to get those good grades as a disguise to the fact that you are simply scared of taking losses in the markets. Yes, we know, we can clearly tell you are scared. So the reason I have a problem with academic people that come into the charts and now try to apply the same revision methodologies they applied in their academic career to now think this is going to make them a profitable trader, the reason I have a problem with this sort of approach and this sort of mindset is simply because they believe they can apply the same level of work to attain profitability. No. Your post-it notes on the wall will only go so far. You need market experience. Your stop loss needs to be hit consecutively, time and time again. You are literally getting hit in the head with a baseball bat time and time again until you wake up from this coma of not risking correctly, understanding to trade at the right times, knowing your pairs, knowing what times they move, your understanding your daily cycles, so on and so forth. Okay, you are going to be in this coma until you right all your wrongs. And what a lot of you guys will do is you'll be trading a certain strategy, and after 1 or 2 months of not seeing profitability, you'll say, yeah, let me just switch to the next one. I tried this one didn't work. Bro, you have not even been consistent. You have not even been consistent with a certain strategy for 1 month, and you're out here already looking for alternatives. This is what I mean. You guys love to deviate whenever something is not going right. The reason it's not going right is because you don't understand the strategy. This is so common, guys. Please take this in. So many people think, keyword, think. They know a strategy, but they don't. So because they have a perception of this strategy and they believe this strategy doesn't work because of their lack of competence and understanding and rationality, they now say, yeah, this strategy doesn't work. They go and bash that strategy and they jump onto the next one. And guess what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months down the line, they come back to that original strategy. Why? Because they understood, okay, my brain has expanded. I've got to learn a lot more within these Forex markets, and I now realize I am the problem. But the problem is some people don't reach that stage where they realize they are the problem. And this is ignorance. 2 types of people who will never learn: the shy and the arrogant, and also the ignorant. Okay? Also the ignorant. Some people are blessed with insight, and these people of arrogance, these people of ignorance will never be blessed with insight of what? Insight to realize that they are the problem. So many people don't reach that checkpoint, that state of self-realization, and they don't reach that stage where they sit, ponder, and think to themselves, maybe I'm the problem. Because look, if you want to become a doctor, specifically a surgeon, how many years of education does that take to then attain what? £5,000 a month, 6, 7,000, whatever it may be, whatever the case may be. You train for so long to earn a wage like that, which is nothing wrong with, by the way, okay? And you're content with giving 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years to learning this craft, this skill of being a surgeon, but you don't want to come into the Forex market, which is a $7 trillion daily market, an industry which can genuinely single-handedly change your entire life. An industry where you can make a yearly salary in a day, in a week, in a month. And you believe you don't have to come with the same level of seriousness as you do in any other endeavor in your life. This is where it's a joke. And I don't blame you, because trading is that industry which is so broad in terms of the possibilities and what it is that you're able to achieve. So people naturally gravitate towards thinking nothing but bad of it, thinking it's too good to be true, because it is. It is too good to be true. What else do you expect? Like, I've made $197,000 in 11 days, Monday to Friday. Is that not too good to be true? You tell me. Number 3, this is probably one of the most important things that I don't see a lot of traders speaking about. I don't see a lot of traders speaking about this. Of course, there is the balance between hope and fear, and the fear of being incorrect, and there is the balance between confidence and delusion, and it's very important to differentiate between the two. But this point right here is literally what allows me to see a lot of profit. And I can say this is in my top 3 of most important. And that is building a connection between confidence and gut instincts. Gut instincts meaning what? Gut instincts doesn't mean, yeah, let me just buy and sell whatever one's in profit, or let me just buy, I think price is going to go up. No, that's not gut instincts. Gut instincts is when you combine your technical top down and you now collaborate gut instincts with absolute confidence, and you enjoin the two to now enter this trade with a beast mentality of, I know my technical analysis skills. I know I am a good trader. Because you can't just take this advice from this video, guys, and tomorrow be like, yeah, Yarimi said gut instincts and confidence. No, your confidence will stem from you knowing that you are actually a good trader. Because if you're not a good trader, where is this confidence coming from? That confidence is simply delusion. You need to have something to back up your talk, which is what? Knowing that you are a good trader, and now collaborating the gut instincts with the fact that you are genuinely confident in taking trades. That is so important, especially when you're trading big lots within correct risk. Okay, you want to be able to enter the trade and not even worry about the lots. Whenever I enter a trade, I promise you guys, I enter the trade and I'm thinking of it strategically, in terms of strategy, in terms of technical analysis. I'm not thinking, oh, how much am I in drawdown right now? I don't really check it like that, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I enter the trade on my MetaTrader and I just analyze the trade on my trading view. Why? Because I can't see any floating numbers on it. I'm simply focused on the technical analysis. Okay, we've taken out this structural point. Okay, we're in a retracement now. Let's make a next leg to the upside. Okay, the next leg to the upside has been made. Perfect. Can I move my stops to break even? Am I at 1 to 3 now? Can I let the rest run to full TP? Can I close 50% volume? This is how I think. I put my brain in a scenario where I'm completely detached to the emotion of seeing numbers. I'm numb. Okay, and that tip right there, guys, building true confidence and collaborating that with the gut instinct to see price in a certain POI. Okay, cool, it's giving me everything, let me just buy. Enter the trade, because your gut instincts aren't coming from thin air. They're coming from the fact that you've actually broken the pair down, you've done your analysis on it, it's tapped into your zone that you've been waiting for, but you're just not entering. Let me wait for more confirmation. Bro, confirmation has happened a long time ago. What are you talking about? People, again, use this idea of confirmation to disguise the fact that they're simply scared. You are shook. You just admit it, you're shook. You don't want to enter that lot size because you're shook. You don't want to enter that lot size even though you're still within correct risk, because you are shook of seeing those type of figures floating on your screen, whether it's red, whether it's blue, whether it's drawdown, whether it's profit, whether it's stop loss, whether it's take profit. You are scared. Stop being scared. Number 4. Now this tip right here is not from myself. It's actually an advice that I heard from Q Banks, and the second part is a question I actually asked Umar Ashraf myself. So the first one, Q Banks, he was speaking in a lot of detail. Don't take this out of context. And in the segment of the long form speech he was giving, he said your lot size will determine your lifestyle. Your lot size will determine what you can pay for. And that hit me like a ton of bricks, because he basically mentioned if you're only trading a certain amount of lots, be prepared to only afford to pay your bills. Okay? If you're trading this amount of lots, be prepared to live a good life. If you're trading this amount of lots, be prepared to live a lavish life, so on and so forth. Okay? And that stuck with me, because I said to myself, like, it's so true, but I just don't have the capital for that. But it's so true. And then I sat down with Umar Ashraf, and Umar Ashraf told me, if I have two scenarios, scenario A and scenario B, and in both scenarios I have to do the same amount of work, and scenario A is going to pay me $5,000 for this level of work, and scenario B is going to pay me $50,000 for this level of work, but the only contributing factor to whether or not I make $50,000 or $5,000 is simply how much I'm risking, he said, I'm going to choose to make $50,000 for sitting at that same desk in front of that same computer in that same trade. Now, of course, you don't flunk all your money, and no, you risk correctly. And I don't think you understand, guys. That is an advice that has genuinely helped my trading so much, even though it was so recent. It has helped me so much because I now see things for, okay, what do I want to buy? And I remember watching Q Banks a long time ago, and he would speak about these things. He would say, whenever I want to buy something, I say, okay, I want a Lamborghini, I want this, I want that. Let me go in the charts, let me make the money for it, let me go and buy it. Because if you take a look at the videos on my social media, like this one over here, and many more, you would see in the video that I've said, if I have a good week or so, I'm going to go and buy a Lamborghini with these profits. And we have achieved that target. It's crazy, guys. I find it ridiculous how I listened to Q Banks give me that advice on YouTube 3 years ago, and I'm now living that myself. I now literally say to myself, what is it that I want? Okay, I want this, I want that. Let me trade so I can pay for it. I just paid 1 year's rent for my 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment in downtown Dubai, seeing absolute skyline views, and Euro USD sales paid for my 1 year's rent. After I achieved that, I said, okay, I want a Lamborghini. Let me go on the charts. Let me make that Lamborghini money. It sounds typical. It sounds like such a guru thing to say, but this is my reality. I'm not going to shy away from my reality, guys. Number 5 is thinking risk to reward in absolutely everything you do trading related. I even apply this to my personal life. I always look at what's the risk versus what's the reward. And you have to understand, guys, a lot of you guys want to be correct all the time, and life doesn't work that way. Life will humble you. Life will take you to the depths of darkness to show you that you will not be right all the time. The same thing with these markets. The quicker you accept the fact that you will not always be right is the quicker you will attain profitability. Why? Because you've accepted one of the biggest things, which is what? The nature of these markets. You are going to be incorrect. Price will either hit your stop loss, price will either be at break even, or price will be at a take profit. It's one of these 3 options. Nothing else can happen. So think risk to reward in everything. Guys, I made $197,000 in 11 days with a 30% win rate. Are you guys okay? People still don't believe in risk to reward. Yeah, but you have to be incorrect so many times. I don't care. If you tell me I'm going to be incorrect for this many times and then achieve $197,000 in 11 days, bro, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Even if price stops me out for 1 pip or 2, it's okay, no problem. Why? Because I understand the overall direction. Me being stopped out doesn't, look, And this is the problem with a lot of SMC traders. Just because you trade SMC, you think you are infallible to being liquidated or being liquidity. I understand if my stop loss gets hit, okay, I'm liquidity. And majority of the times, guys, I'm very good at predicting direction, and which is a skill I've developed over many years. The more time you spend on these charts, the better you will become naturally. Okay, so whenever I get stopped out, my confidence is at a level where I believe, okay, I was liquidity. I'm gonna wait for a setup to present itself in the same direction again. Okay, in the same direction again. If I've entered buys and I got stopped out of those buys, guess what? I'm not gonna look for sales. I'm gonna wait, because I know, I trust my instincts, I trust my analysis, and I know I was diligent in my analysis to know, okay, this was overall structure, this is what's taking place, price is clearly bullish. Just because it stopped me out, I'm not going to reconsider my entire bias. I simply understood I was the fuel that was needed for price to now move from A to B, and I'll catch it again when it retraces, no problem. Number 6, being grateful. A lot of traders don't speak about this because they don't come from backgrounds of faith or backgrounds where money is valued, or they've been so indulged in the forex lifestyle to the point where they've forgotten that these digital numbers you see on your screen are actual profits if you were to close, withdraw, and you can see this in cash right in front of you. And that's something I like to practice. I like to take out cash, to look at my efforts. Okay, this is this much cash. Amazing. 3-4 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I was grateful for even a fraction of this amount. There are poor people all around the world that would be grateful for this amount of money. And no, I see people in comments saying, yeah, but you can't be emotional, you can't think, you can't be grateful, or you can't see $15,000, $25,000 and think, yeah, let me close this because it's $25,000. Man, no, this is your problem. And the majority of people saying this are people who have never made money in their life. Okay, speak to any trader who's made big amounts of money. Okay, big amounts of money. They'll tell you, you know what, be grateful for this. If they can see it's a habit where you close your trade early every single time, then of course that's a problem. It's a problem. Why? Because you're now developing a habit of kind of not trusting your analysis, and you always close out early. Because if you did trust your analysis, why don't you let it run fully? Why don't you let it run till full TP? Okay, but the point I'm making here is, if my overall profit target is $34,000, but I've opened my phone, I see I'm up $30,000, I'm gonna take that trade. I'm gonna close it. Why? Because, bro, that's $30,000. I never used to have this money before, and I get it. My situation is different now. I've become a multi-millionaire, so on and so forth. But it doesn't change the fact that I am still the same person. I still look at this type of money and think, this could change someone's life. I can help someone with this money. I can do this. I can do that. Okay, and that's the problem. This industry is made to this industry forces you to try and live a Hollywood lifestyle. Stop trying to be Hollywood. This is real life. There's a cost of living crisis in the world. There are poor people going through crazy situations. There are people battling real life issues around the world, and you're here not closing a $30,000 trade because you wanted it to run for $4,000 more. Get real. And number 7, following a mentor. No, forget me. Don't follow me. Okay, because people think, oh, he made this video just so he can promote his services. Forget me. Forget my services. Go and follow a trustworthy mentor who is actually living the life that you want to live through the markets, not through selling a course. Okay, I made $197,000 in 11 days trading the forex market, but I've only made what, $12,000 this week from selling my course. Okay, it's still a lot of money. But take a look at both. $197,000 in 11 days or $13,000 in a week. So follow a mentor. Follow someone who is proven, someone whose strategy is tested, someone who you can see they're active, they're doing this regularly, and they're making the type of money that you want to make. Because let me tell you what happens when you follow a mentor who isn't really making money, and you become good technically and your strategy becomes good, you refine it, you give them their props, of course, but you can't deny the fact that inside you kind of feel like you're better than them. Okay, and in my eyes, I believe there always has to be that humble separation. Like, there has to be that humble separation where you need to think you're good. Don't come in a room and think, oh, I'm the best trader here. I hate that attitude. Okay, but you need to believe that you belong here. Okay, and you need to show separation. Separation with what? If you run a community, you've got to show that community that, hey, this is the level you must get to. We are not on the same level. And how do you show that? You show that through technical analysis, and you show that through actually making life-changing money. You need to inspire these people. So follow a mentor who's actually inspiring you in terms of how good they are on the charts, money aside, plus how much money are they making on that trade. Okay, because you can follow someone that's good technically, but they can never teach you how to make life-changing money. They can only teach you how to trade. Okay, follow someone who can teach you how to trade and make life-changing. It sounds like I'm speaking about myself. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits. But hey, it's my reality, right? Follow someone who can actually teach you how to trade, be good at technical analysis, and from that technical analysis, extract ridiculous figures. Okay, extract ridiculous figures. Because the problem with a lot of these guys is they will teach you the technicals, but they won't give you the inspiration to see that trading can actually change your life. They will applaud you for making a $1,000 payout. I will too. But hey, after that, you need to do better. You have to do better than getting a $1,000 payout. What's the point? And this is the delusion in trading. People think just because you made this money on your phone, oh yeah, I got a $1,000 payout. Great, amazing, good start. Honestly, I commend you. It's a very good start. But don't get used to that now. Think bigger of yourself. Try and achieve more. A $1,000 payout, you're better off working at Tesco. You're better off working at Walmart. Okay, but we understand it's a process. This advice is to people that don't understand it's a process. They're just content with $1,000 and they don't want to work again. You can be content, no problem. But if you're here to make life-changing money, we're gonna applaud you for making a $1,000 payout the first time. The second time, we're gonna say do better because you joined. Remember why you started, guys. And this is the last advice I will leave you with, number 8. Remember why you started. A lot of you guys started because you want to make money for your family. You want to help your mum pay off her debts. You want a better life for your siblings, your loved ones. You want to experience life. You want to get out of debt. But now, when you've become good at technical analysis, you've forgotten the reason why you started. And you're just caught up in this bubble of, did price hit take profit? Oh, this entry is so sick. This entry is nice. That's why at Yarimi University we say, stop focusing on taking screenshots. Focus on taking profits. Some of you guys, you just want to take screenshots to send in a Discord to flex. Once you've sent that screenshot, you start taking bad setups that put you in a losing streak, but you don't send those losses to your Discord. Why? Because you've got that instant gratification of people applauding you too early for a one trade, but they don't know the depth of darkness you went into, the depth of drawdown, the depth of losses you went into after they gave you the applause. After they said, well done, man, you hit take profit. Oh, that was a crazy entry, bro. Good on you, well done. What happened after? They will never know. Why? Because you're not here to change your family's life. You're not here to make money. You're here for the applause. That's what you are here for. Okay? So understand, guys, you came into this industry with money, without money. If you came into this industry with money and you have your own personal funds, respect your personal funds and respect that this is an actual job. Okay, so make correct decisions. If you don't make correct decisions, you will suffer a painful loss. If you're trading on prop firms, make correct decisions, because if you don't make correct decisions meaning what? Correct decisions doesn't mean you have to hit take profit and be right. Correct decisions simply mean, okay, you know you are entering this trade with actual, you actually have a hypothesis behind this trade. You know there's actual reasoning behind this trade. You're not just entering out of, hit and pray. No. If you're trading on a prop firm, guys, make decisive decisions. Be decisive. Why? Because if you take those useless, bad setups, you are going to go back to work, a 9 to 5, to then spend half your paycheck on a new prop firm account at the end of the month. It's going to be painful. Imagine that, working so many hours in a week, knowing that half of this money is going into another challenge. Why? Because I traded at the wrong time. I took a setup that I don't usually take. I'm stuck in this cycle of, let me just full port, let me just buy and put a big lot size, and hopefully I can pass phase 1 with this one trade. You're in this cycle, okay? You're in this cycle. And if you're trading prop firms, use my code Yarimi for a nice discount off all Ascend X Capital prop firm accounts. And that has been the advices I genuinely believe will make you life-changing money in the Forex markets. Follow me on all my social media to keep up to date with my day-to-day life. I have been your boy Yarimi. Take care and peace.